pause here.
Sure.
And
threw quite a lot at you.
Yeah, because I think that there's steps that still need to kind of be taken.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that we met with you the Wednesday before the closure, met with Michael on Thursday, and then the job went up on Friday.
Yeah.
And then we're done.
Yeah.
So we had intended to meet with Ino and Lisa. That was going to be our next stakeholder. I think we're meeting with them tomorrow.
Sometime this week. We already have a meeting set up.
Okay,
so
cool.
all of that stuff was in the works of getting done, so that we're covering all the bases. David and Pam were very excited. They wanted to get this job up. This is a job that they were kind of thinking of all through 2019.
Yeah, and I think it's needed.
Agreed.
So I'm not like
I
disagreeing.
know that. I know that. How they came about with the requirements is still a little mysterious to me, because the job descriptions is not a function of HR.
Right.
It's the ownership is by the business leader. We check it, for some basic standard stuff. But when they gave me the posting, and because they kept saying, can we post it, can we post it, can we post it, I was like, look, after we talk to Lena, after we talk to Mike, then we'll post, and I got it up.
Yeah.
Now, you bring up some good points, that a lot of the requirements, expectations, the language in there sounds very similar to what you do, and you're probably right, but I can't speak to it. So that's, what I mean?
Still needs to be hashed out.
So I figured, as soon as we have our first meeting with Lisa and Ino, they've seen this.
Yeah.
I need them to really put a lot of meat to this and tell us what is it, again, understanding that their role is the partnership role, what is it that you think, does this role sounds like Lena? Because if they do, then we need to kind of scratch that out. And then ultimately what I would love to happen is to have, Lisa and Ino, Pam, David, and or Michael, have those 5 in a room and say, okay, you guys hash this out now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Ino was like, I will ask the question, so
exactly.
I know this is ongoing, but I did want to raise it to you.
Yeah, and you have every right, and shit, man, if I saw my job duplicated up in a posting, I'd be worried too.
It's not even just the posting, it's when Mike tweeted the posting, the way he described it was, I was like, that's my job, you're advertising my job, I just filed a complaint against you, and I don't know what to make of this. So I've shared a list of questions with Lisa.
Good.
But I also printed it for you in case you need it.
Yep.
I also wanted to flag to you that Brooks Brunson, who's new to our department, saw the listing and saw Mike's tweet and felt like her job was in jeopardy because this sounds like her job. It sounds like my job. So I just want to be clear that this isn't just me feeling uncomfortable. This is how it's reading to other people as well.
Okay.
I've also had people reach out to me interested about the job and also were like, are you staying? So that's really uncomfortable for me.
But please know that this was just Pam and David trying to get this thing up before the holidays.
Yeah.
And knowing that there would likely be an edit of it.
Yes, and the fact that we haven't had a chance to speak with Ino. There's been everything ended as soon as we were done, and and now we're in the first week back in January. Now we're trying to meet with the stakeholders that were part of the investigation, giving them an update, give Ino an update, and then say, okay, now that there is no candidate. All it is that there's a job posting out there in the world. People are responding, sending resumes, and the likeliness that this job will be revised is very high.
Okay, that's good to know.
So please,
Okay,
okay,
cool.
Good.
Yeah, so that, my next question was how, do they already have someone in mind? Is this, okay.
There's no candidate
Very much in flux.
Literally, like we said, it went up. And there was no one in mind when it went up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was more so let's see what resumes come in while we're out.
Yep.
And that'll probably help